time for him to go with us right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are bringing in El Cucuy, the boogeyman, victorious tonight. He is our new interim lightweight champion. Tony, congratulations. You know we always love to watch you fight. You're always exciting, but I have to ask, how do you feel about your own performance tonight?
Oh, it was amazing. It was a fun fight. I hope the fans got exactly what they wanted. It took a little bit longer than I wanted, but came out with the victory and got the belt.
Tony, how does it feel to have that belt, and who has the real belt, you or Conor?
Hey, you know what? It doesn't matter. This thing's real enough for me, and we'll soon see Conor, you know, but right now I'm not worried about him. Right now I'm worried about just holding this and then showing my baby boy as soon as I get back.
First off, where's the sunglasses at? We all have our sunglasses. We're ready to pop them on, and you're not wearing them right now. Congratulations, brother. We saw you go for a lot of submissions. We're used to seeing you do your Darce choke, your head and arm triangle, everything from a front headlock. Is this a part of your arsenal that we haven't really seen you submit from your back?
Absolutely. The game plan was to get him so aggressive that he wanted to use so much energy. He had me pinned up against the cage, which I'm sure a lot of people were unsure of, but I had him in a can opener situation, which I use with a lot of different jiu-jitsu people, which takes a lot of energy out of them. I'm a veteran in the sport. I have a lot of experience, and I had a lot of hay stacked in that barn ready for it to go round 5. And I just kept my composure, and as soon as I felt that submission sink in, whether it was the arm bar, he reversed it, I knew it was going to be there all day. I had my feet on his hips. I just knew he was going to put a lot of forward pressure, and there was the triangle. Listen to the corners, and that was it.
Yeah, well, Tony, first of all, congratulations, man. You know, I always like watching you fight. You went in there, you had a beautiful performance. Early on, you seemed to have your eye was bothering you a little bit. It seemed like you maybe got poked in the eye or hurt with a punch. What was going through your head there, and how bad was it bothering you early in that fight?
I couldn't really see on like about this way, about halfway out of my eye. Stuff happens in a fight. I mean, it is what it is, but a lot of experience that I have, just I knew how to weather the storm, and he was just going to keep putting forward pressure. I knew he was going to try to take me down, and this isn't wrestling. I don't care about the takedowns. Go ahead and take them down, and you're going to stuff some elbows. You're going to feel everything that I'm going to have in my guard.
Well, Tony, you and I were working together the night you and Kevin kind of kicked off your rivalry here on the air, and you seemed to really be talking to him during the fight as well. How much smack talk, how much of his smack talk maybe bothered you at all before this fight, and what were you saying to him during the fight?
Well, he used all that energy outside of the fight, and I just knew that you can't do that outside the fight. That's not the fight at hand. The fight at hand was inside that octagon, and I knew I was prepared for 5 rounds. I trained up at Big Bear. I had plenty of conditioning time and mental toughness times where I could result back to that. Like I said, the hay was in the barn, and not one time did I feel uncomposed, except for the time I got poked in the eye. That pissed me off. But like I said, it's a fight, man. This is what it is, and I'm happy that I got the fight that it was, and I'm happy that I got the belt.
Tony, were you able to talk to Kevin after the fight at all? What was said?
Absolutely. I told him to keep his head up the same way I told anybody else. You got a long, bright future ahead of you. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you got to keep grinding. He's going to be back, man. He's a game opponent. He's got a lot of opportunities. Very good athlete. I tip my hat off to Kevin. Thank you, buddy, for giving me the fight.
Tony, it's very easy to point out the triangle choke or some of the fancy scrambles that was taking place. But what I saw was the jab that you utilized. You had your hands down. You were inviting him to come in. You really started to utilize a long jab. He didn't have a lot of head motion to answer that. Do you think that set you up for the takedown defense or for the submission or to really start to gas him out?
Absolutely. I kept him at the end of my jab. I wasn't touching him with my toe punches at all. He wasn't buying into it. I knew that if I kept throwing it, he was going to be able to set up for a takedown. But his takedowns got weaker, and his kicks got a lot weaker, and his punches got a lot weaker as the rounds went. So I just knew to keep myself composed, keep letting him come at me, kept pissing him off, and I just kept composed the whole entire time. I knew he was going to try to shoot in on me. And once he shot in on me, I knew that his ground and pound wasn't going to be as tough as the first round. That's experience, and I'm an Ultimate Fighter winner, man, and he's not, but perhaps off to him.
Yeah, Tony, you know, you always seem to have the mental edge when you come into these fights, man, whether it's taunting your opponent, leading up to the fights, and just your ability. Is it your training? Is it something you're doing? Do you take that into consideration throughout your training camp? Do you take time for yourself? Because you seem to be a really, powerfully willed person, and I respect you for that, man. You come in here, you say you're going to get things done, so my hat's off to you, first of all, for being like that. But how is that in training? What are some of the things that maybe you do that make you so mentally strong when you get into that octagon?
Oh, man. I've mastered the basics. I've definitely mastered the basics. I've taken a lot of time to do that. But I have to do extreme types of things like taking ice baths instead of a cryo. Go climb up a mountain, but instead of wearing nothing, I'm wearing a 50-pound pack. Once I get to the top, I'm doing different things that are just going to just keep it up here. I have all the tools that I need. I can't keep, I mean, what did Bruce Lee say? You know, fear the man that practices like one kick 1,000 times, not the man that knows 1,000 kicks. I have a lot in my arsenal. I have a very big toolbox, and I'm Mexican too, so I'm very willing to be able to use duct tape and brick when I have to, and really put my mind and my mental to it. So as long as I'm challenging myself mentally and physically and emotionally, there's nobody that's going to be out there to beat me.
All right,
I have
well,
really great coaches. I have a really good training team, and I'm very glad that I came out with victory.
Tony, it does beg the question, though. You know, Conor McGregor is the champion in your division. Are you going to get a unification bout? Do you believe that that will be the next fight for you?
Absolutely. Conor, he needs to defend or vacate, but I guarantee you he likes a game opponent. I see this. We need to unify this belt. So I'm right here, right now, stepping in front of you saying, Conor McGregor, you need to fight me, Tony Ferguson. You can't run anywhere. I'm coming after your ass. McNuggets all day, every day, and twice on Sunday.
All right, Tony, you know what? You have really put together quite the streak on your way to this. That is 10 in a row for you. You do have the gold belt with you now. Congratulations. Well deserved, and you look genuinely happy, I gotta say.
I'm very happy. I'm very excited, but I can't wait to go see my baby boy and show him this little thing right here.
Awesome, awesome. All right, congratulations, Tony. We will see you soon. All right, congratulations. Gosh, guys, that was